Hello and welcome to the Derek Tafuma channel, Derek Tafuma show. In this YouTube video, I just want to talk about the importance of having a to-do list. So a to-do list, there are so many ways you can have one, or you can come up with a to-do list. Basically, it's just a list of the things that you can do on a daily basis to accomplish the bigger goal that you have. So if you can break it down to something manageable, a big goal can only be possible if you break it down to little chunks, which you can then be able to execute or to implement on a daily basis, maybe an hourly basis, maybe a daily basis. There could even be some things you can do on a weekly basis, even a yearly basis, monthly basis. But the important thing is that it's planned, it's written down, and when the time comes to execute, you just execute. You know, like I'm doing now, I'm just executing. This is part of a plan. This is not some random video that I've decided to come up with. This is part of my daily plan for doing a YouTube video. Anything that I feel is providing some value to those people who are listening to me, you know, and I never take for granted the time that you're spending listening to this, because for all I know, you could be listening to something else, and you know, and you don't have to continue listening because this is just for people who find value. If you no longer find value, you know, it's okay if you unsubscribe. There is not a problem with that, but it's also okay if you share the video because you find it valuable. You know, that's one of the things I've been talking about, that sometimes we subscribe to so many channels because we feel that those people are going to provide value, but the truth is that there is just not enough time to watch, you know, every valuable content. There are some great YouTube channels out there, podcast channels, you know. There is Netflix, some great movies on Netflix, but we just don't have the time to watch them all. There is boxing, you know, pay-per-view boxing coming up. There is football. There is some radio program you want to listen to. There is the regular soaps that appear on television. There is the Formula One racing, you know, and I've seen some people really are really stretching themselves because they want to be involved in all of these things. You know, back in the day, we just had a few channels to watch, and it was very easy to make a decision what we're going to watch. But now it's becoming very difficult, because besides the traditional television channels, we've got social media, and social media is also becoming like television. Social media is becoming like radio. So if you're listening to if you're following social media, you will find that there is a lot of video which is coming up on social media, like on Facebook has video, YouTube has video. I mean, instead of saying YouTube, I could say Google, you know, Google Plus, they have YouTube, which is video. You look at Twitter, they have Periscope, which is video. You look at any platform, and there is a video element to it. You know, some of them like Instagram and Snapchat, they'll do maybe a short video for, say, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. On Anchor is like my personal radio station. On Anchor, I have 5 minutes to talk. It used to be just 2 minutes, but it's been increased to 5 minutes of talking. YouTube, I can talk as long as I want, you know, but as long as I feel that I'm providing value, and as long as the people that I'm talking to feel that they are getting the value, they'll continue to listen. So the major theme of most of my videos is to try to educate. You know, as someone who's been a teacher for a very long time, it's easy for me to look at the education side of things. So I'm looking at YouTube, I'm looking at Facebook, I'm looking at all of these social networking channels, and I see more than just a social network. I see the emergence of some kind of a radio and television, some kind of personal radio, personal television stations for each and every person who has an account. So I see the emergence of some kind of media platforms. Okay, this is like personal media. So it's like every person has now got some kind of presence as a media person, and it's up to you whether you're using the social networks correctly or not. And it's easy to really think that they are just distribution channels, that it's some place where you share things that you find interesting. But actually what you're doing is you're growing a personal brand. Okay, you're already known. If you think of some people on Facebook, you can tell exactly what they are going to post next, because they are posting a certain type of story, a certain type of narrative. So they are like a television station like Fox News, for example, which we know is going to post in a certain way. So everyone is like a television station because they are posting something which is particular to maybe the way that they are. Okay, so the to-do list is important if you're going to be able to manage all of these different social media platforms. So the major theme of this video was to try and say, look, if you are going to survive in the social media landscape, then you need to come up with a to-do list. You need to come up with a list of things that you can do on a daily basis, even if it means telling yourself that you're going to do one video a day or one video a week or one video a month. Okay, that's a to-do list. And if you follow the to-do list, then it gives you the satisfaction that you're accomplishing something. Okay, so I've come to the end of this video, and if you've got any comments, please put them in the comments section. If you have suggestions, please make your suggestions. This conversation does not end here. It carries on in the comment section, and it also carries on my other social media platforms. Thank you for listening.